So I get on this cart, man, and I need a ride down the backstage. And so these two gals picked me up. They're real kind, and we got to talking, and they took me right backstage. And I said, I need to try to make some kind of connection to get to Flyleaf.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of her name as I'm saying that.
The sweet girl, Laura.
Yeah.
Laura Love.
Yeah.
The Miss Lovely Laura Love.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking of I don't even know the name of Flyleaf, the girl singer.
Oh, okay.
What's her name? Lisa or something.
Laura would know that.
Stacy or something.
Yeah.
And there's Flyleaf right beside me.
Right,
so I walk right up to her, hand her my card, and I said, well, I'd like to have an interview with this afternoon. Are you busy? She says, no, there's no, I've got all the time in the world. And I said, she said, are we going to talk about Jesus? And I said, what do you mean?
Absolutely.
I said, well, why? She goes, because every time I go somewhere, they never ask me about Jesus. I'd have an exclusive interview with Flyleaf. She's going to call me on my cell phone, but we have to get our backstage passes from Tom at 5 o'clock. Let's rock.
Let's do it, brother. And Laura, by the way, this is for you because you deserve it. You do so much at Shepherd Fellowship Church, and it's all about Jesus, though. Remember that, and it's going to be exciting. I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. We're with Lacy, aka Flyleaf. Who knew, right? And what's your testimony about how you came to Christ?
It's a really long story.
Condensed?
Well, I used to be an atheist. I didn't believe in God, and I don't think I would have believed if I hadn't seen like God work in my life the way He did. Just the miraculous events that led up to me. Actually, I guess God,
you guys gotta go out and around.
to God saving my life. I guess I was 16 and. I was really suicidal at the time, and then I just think God chased me until I finally, I don't know, like He kind of manifested His presence in my life in a way that I couldn't deny that He was real.
Were you a writer all the time, or?
I guess I was kind of depressed and a lot growing up, and when I'd go to bed, I just wouldn't be able to shut my mind off, and so in order to I guess deal with that, I would always get up and just write until I got it all out, and then sometimes it didn't make any sense, and most of the time it didn't, but a lot of songs came out that way, still come out that way.
And where do you get your inspiration?
Just life, you know. I mean, everything is a story and a lesson, and it just depends on how you look at things, you know. So you can get a story or a song or inspiration from anything, depending on your point of view and what you're looking for, you know. I mean, God says that the earth is filled with His glory, and so it just depends on where you're looking. Find it.
And how do you incorporate Jesus in your music?
That's a weird question, because to me, Jesus is already incorporated into everything. It says, in Him all things hold together, and I totally believe that. So when you get to the core of anything, which is where we always want to be, it's always Jesus. The rest is just the effects of Jesus. I don't know.
And from Laura, as far as you wanted to know about the song Red Sand.
About my testimony. I was really suicidal at the time, and I was 16, and then when I did get saved, I recognized that God had been there the whole time, and I wasn't seeing it, wasn't recognizing, you know, how He was working, and denying a lot of things. Like, it's crazy to me to wake up in the world we live in and to breathe and not have any explanation for that, and then just go about your life like, it's just crazy to me that people can watch a sunset and think, oh, that's just a chemical thing. And that's the only reason for it. You know, why would we be able to see colors? And I don't know, just, I guess that's what Red Sand was like all along. God was around me. And I remember even before I believed in God, I'd go on my roof and just to kind of run away and watch the sunset every night. And that was the only thing constant to me in my life. It was so crazy. And at that time, I didn't believe in God, and I just didn't realize He was romancing me the whole time. And when I finally recognized it was Him, everything fit together. All the pieces fit together. I saw where he had been there, even when I was denying it. It's kind of what that song's about.
What advice would you give Laura as far as a teenager going through a lot of the pressures in life and all that, as far as how to carry on, how to keep going, staying strong for the Lord?
It depends on what you're doing, where you're at in your life, I guess, but what will be most important for you. But it says that if you delight yourself in the Lord, that everything else will be added to you. So the hardest thing for someone to do who's a teenager and they're trying to figure out what to do with their life or what God's going to do with their life, the hardest thing would be to say that today's a gift, and then you wake up today looking for God's blessing or how God's going to use you or whatever. And a lot of times we sit and wait for the future, and we're worried and restless, and then we miss what's happening right now because we're waiting for something. And then when we get to the future, we'll be waiting for something else, and then we're never here, and we never see what's happening. And I was reading Brennan Manning is one of my favorite authors, and I was reading something he was saying about how the most beautiful sound is the sound of the present, what's happening right now. And I thought that was really good because we never sit and listen to what's happening right now. And there's in the Screw Tape Letters, the demons are trying to it's a book by C.S. Lewis.
Yes,
the demons are trying to control this guy's life and kind of ruin his life or whatever. And one of the things that he says in there is they're saying is try to get him to focus on the past or try to get him to focus on the future, because the present is the only place that touches eternity.
Okay.
And I think that's really cool because we're always making decisions in any moment, and then we think, oh, well, I'll just deal with it later, or I'll just make that decision later, or I'll just, deal with the consequences of this later because I want to do this now. But we're always making decisions in eternity, you watch, throw a rock into a body of water, the ripples go forever. No matter how small the rock is, no matter how, it's it goes forever. So the decisions that you make now are important, and for today, you never know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen. Just like with our band, people ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I'm like, I don't see myself in 5 years. I'm here today. You never know what God's going to do.
You get involved as far as music in a musical band and stuff like that.
We just did what we love to do.
Okay.
It was just part of what we love to do. And the doors open. I wasn't seeking for this. Like I said before about seek first the kingdom of heaven. And that's really what we wanted to do. We wanted to do whatever God wanted us to do in our lives, whether that was play in a local coffee shop and whatever. My acoustic guitar and just the songs that came. But God had other plans, and it overwhelms me thinking about all the things. And if it goes on tomorrow, I'll still be shocked. It's just amazing everything that's happened and where I came from.
Well, cool. Appreciate your time. And I know Laura, we called her on the phone and said, appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope you could hear.
We're waiting for Flyleaf as we talk and as we speak. Once again, my name is John Boynton, aka 236 Pounds No More, for Current TV and the Visions of Music. By the way, Laura, I think we're ready for a little Flyleaf, if you can handle it.
Couple minutes here. Are you ready? In fact,
She said
for Flyleaf. Are you ready? In fact, for Flyleaf.